Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another beautiful and exciting episode. Today we are going to be talking about Coleman Hughes on his viral argument on The View. This is from JR Clips. My name is Ogechi and this is Ogechi Reaction. Welcome to my channel. If you're new on this channel, hi, make sure you drop a like, you drop a like, you comment on the video, you know. Do not go anywhere without subscribing or dropping a nice comment on what you think about this video. I'll be dropping my thoughts during the course of this video and after this video. And you know what? Let's not waste so much time. Let's get into the video.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, I saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days.
Yeah, is that annoying?
No.
No?
No, I mean, it's just... When I was on there, I really had no idea how it was going to land with the audience. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way. And I responded to it in the moment as I do. And I didn't expect it to go as viral as it did, but I think it arguably went more viral than anything I've ever done. It's hard for me to totally tell, but I've just got people messaging me almost nonstop for like 4 days afterwards.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true.
People love to hate.
They get so much hate watching
people
and hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean, it is a rabies infested hen house.
And at the same time, it seemed like the most interesting part was their audience seemed to be on my side.
Yes.
And that's their audience.
Yes. Well, their audience is not really their audience. Their audience is a group of people they bring in to watch television shows. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen audiences before for TV shows, but a lot of them are paid. They're paid to be there. So, because they have to guarantee that there's going to be people there. So there's services that you hire. And when a show gets really, really popular, you know, like Letterman or something like that, obviously it has its own fan base.
Right.
Those people will try to get tickets before anybody else does. And in that case, they probably don't need to use a service anymore. They just get actual fans. But arguably, like, the fans, the real fans of The View that are like, oh, these ladies are on point. Most of those people can't leave the house. Like, they're probably immobile.
Right. Because their mom's taking their kids to school, and that's,
It's a very strange show, but it's fun to watch. It's just fun to watch them.
It's good entertainment.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Well, they're just, you know, it's interesting because I think Sunny is very intelligent, but she's ideologically captured. Right. You know, that's sort of, I think the other ones, there's a couple of the other ones, don't have to name any names, are just very dull-minded. But I think Sunny's not one of them. I think she's smart, but captured.
Sure, I think she came into it with an agenda.
Of course.
You know.
They do everything with an agenda.
Yeah.
You know.
She came into it, it seems, really wanting to paint me as someone that has been co-opted by the right wing. Yeah. And I don't know how much research she had done into me. She claimed to have read my book twice, which is almost certainly not true.
Yeah,
because she was totally missummarizing.
When did the book come out?
February.
The odds are very low.
Very low, right? Because
very low.
Think of how many guests they have on their show, how much
things
time she has.
Family obligations. What is it, about 250 pages?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I might be wrong. I mean, do you have an audiobook available?
I do, yeah. I read it myself.
Maybe she did it at double speed.
Yeah.
Twice.
So I sounded like Ben Shapiro the whole time. Have you ever listened to Ben Shapiro on like 1.5 times?
No, it's got to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
Ben Shapiro should debate Destiny.
Oh my God. I know they did. They did debate.
Did they really?
Yeah, absolutely. They did. Who hosted them? Was it Lex? Was it? I could be getting that wrong, but I think Lex hosted a debate like 2 months ago.
Well, he had a debate a couple of months ago, but it was a Palestine.
No, that was separate. I also saw that.
Oh,
that was like the 4 hours. Yeah, there you go.
That guy debates everybody. Yeah, he's so ridiculous. He does a Wikipedia search and then just starts going after things like he's an expert. Yeah, it's just it was a fun time. It's a really fun time. Yeah, a fun time for watching people flail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think the problem with that show is that show has this very specific ideological bubble in which they operate in. You know, and they always bring on a token conservative woman, and they yell over her and silence her. And, you know, they did that with Meghan McCain, and they did that with the, what is that other blonde woman from Survivor? Do you remember her, Jamie? She was always yelling. I mean, it's just, it's a bizarre show.
So we had 8 minutes, and America's approach to race, pretty big topic, pretty important topic.
I think the way you, before you start, I think the way you described it is brilliant, and the way we should all look at it. Of course, you're going to see race. The idea of being colorblind is ridiculous, but treat everybody. They're just human beings. Everybody's just individuals.
That's right.
That's what we should all hope for.
That's right. Yeah, there's been this common phrase, I don't see race, that's equated with colorblindness. And point of my book is I want to say, get rid of that. Of course we see race, certainly in America, in the West. You could argue about whether children really see race, but past a certain point, we see race. Point is not to pretend you don't see it. It's to say, you know, you're a white guy, I'm a black and Hispanic guy. We notice that. We're not going to pretend it's not there, but whenever it matters, I'm going to try to treat you like an individual based on your personal qualities, and we're going to ask the government to do the same. Get race out of public policy. If you want to help disadvantaged people, do that on the basis of class.
100%. And understand that when you see these incentives that are put into corporations, these are methods of control. And that's what's going on when you see things like DEI initiatives. You're not really making the world a better place. Right. You're just allowing these financial institutions to enact control over corporations. And it's a really shifty, weird way they're doing it by making it seem like they're trying to make the world a better, more equal place. And then there's some people who are good intentioned, but have a very narrow perspective and a very limited amount of information that they're operating under, that will try to pretend that these things are overall good, are net positive.
Right. And Sonny Hostin may be one of those people, but you know, so we had 8 minutes to deal with this topic on one of the biggest platforms in the country, and especially an audience that isn't my typical audience. If anything, the Views audience is really who needs to hear my message the most. And Sonny decided to take up a few minutes of that precious 8 minutes and attack me as someone who's been co-opted by the right and someone who's a charlatan. And
did she use the term charlatan?
She did. And it's funny because I actually didn't notice it in real time. I kind of went in one ear and out the other. But
how did she say it? Do you remember what
she said? Something like, you know, a lot of people in the black community, implicitly herself included, think that you've been co-opted by the right and that you're a charlatan.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I explained to her I've only voted twice, both for Democrats, Hillary and Biden. Very open to voting for Republicans. So I'm a political independent, and I'm only young enough to have voted twice. I'm an analyst at CNN, and I write for the Free Press, which is Barry Weiss's. Yeah. And I'm independent in all of those endeavors. And I patiently explained that, and then basically asked her to go back to the topic that we're here to discuss.
Yeah, well, it's a dumb way of addressing a thing, and to immediately say that someone's been co-opted with no evidence whatsoever. There's nothing about anything that you say that seems right-wing. You know, you're just objectively looking at these subjects and giving a very intelligent and measured opinion of them. That's not, and just because some people who happen to vote Republican may agree with you, like that's a ridiculous statement that you're co-opted. I think you're probably one of the least co-opted people I've ever talked to. You're very open-minded, and you're very objective.
I try to be. I try to be. But you know, I would argue, even if I were co-opted, hypothetically, that doesn't make my argument here right now wrong. Right. Because people that are co-opted sometimes say true things. Yes. So even if I were, I would say it's still it's an ad hominem attack. It's to the person rather than to the argument. Yes. So let's get on to the issue. Yes. And I think people, part of the reason it went viral is because what people have told me is, you very rarely see someone who gets a character attack on a big TV platform calmly expose it as evidence free and then just move back to the topic.
Yeah, well, that was beautiful that you did that. And that's how everybody should approach these things. And the problem is that's not what people want to do. What they want to do is engage in an argument and try to win. And it's not really about having an open mind and listening to what this person has to say and trying to figure out whether or not it resonates with you. Instead, they're just trying to win, and trying to win in this weird sound-bitey way.
Wow, so Coleman Hughes was on a very big platform with The View, and he had 8 minutes. He had 8 minutes to to talk about a conversation about race and all of that. And then Sonny Hostin went about talking about his political whatever, called him charlatan, called him, she went on and on and on in his precious 8 minutes. And I'm like, why you brought this guy to have a conversation for just 8? He just had 8 minutes of airtime on a very big platform to sell himself and do his thing, and then he went on and on and on and on and on. And it was very brilliant for him. I've not seen the video. I heard it's a viral video, so I have not seen the video, but according to the interviewer, he was saying that he answered the questions very intelligently. Even though she was trying to sabotage the whole thing, he answered very intelligently, very smart, and he was like, let's get back to why I'm here. Okay, let's get back to why I'm here. So Coleman had a conversation with The View, and it went viral, and people were the way social media is, people will go about wanting to chat you and yab and and all of those things. I think The View, people have a love-hate relationship with The View. I actually initially thought that their audience were not real, but I think now, seeing and people talking about that their audience is actually real. I think in one of my videos they showed the like a view of their audience, and this guy was saying that there are people who are paid there. When they become when it becomes a very big platform, people actually buy tickets to actually go and watch them. I think people have a love-hate relationship. Why I do not condemn them so much? I feel like the conversations that stem from them raises very important conversations. And he also mentioned that one of the women, Sonny Hostin, is a very intelligent woman, but I think she has an agenda. Okay, they're all in a bubble, so they want to actually push a particular agenda, right? Probably. And I feel like the conversations that stem from there are things that should be discussed in the society, things that should be corrected. Like one of the conversations they had where they said men are useless, we do not need men in the society, blah 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 blah, all those trash they were saying that day. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the viral video. I haven't seen it. If any of you have seen it, please drop the link in the comment section. I'll definitely react to it. If you watched this part of the video, thank you so much. Do well to like, comment, drop a beautiful comment. Let me know what you think about this interview. This was actually really chilled watching it, and him trying to reminisce on what happened. So it's actually nice. I'll see you in my next video. My name is Ogechi, and this is Ogechi Reaction. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye bye.